Шановні колеги, будемо продовжувати робочий день. До слова запрошують.
Continue our working day, and now I give the floor to the representative of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, NATO-related issues, Colonel Oleksandr Motuzyanyk. Good afternoon, dear friends. Now the information about the events in the ATO area during the last 24 hours. In the Lugansk area, in Shastya and to the east, there were no military actions. The main activity of the enemy was mainly in Slavyano-Serbsk region, mainly in Krymska, and also military actions were in Popasnyansky region. In the course of shelling, the enemy used small arms and also used mortars. On the whole, there were in the Lugansk area 9 shellings, including 4 with the use of heavy weapons. In Donetsk area, military actions started in the morning with mortar shelling delivered by the enemy from the side of Lugansk, and also the enemy launched at our positions about 20 mines, and in the evening the enemy additionally used 122 mm cannons in the direction of Novobakhmutivka in Yasinuvati region. And this shelling was heavier and longer, and intensive firing were also in Avdiivka production area near Gorlovka, and in the Donetsk airport. During yesterday it was calm. On the whole, during the last 24 hours in the Donetsk area there were 4 enemy shellings, including 2 with the use of heavy weapons. And the number of shellings delivered by the enemy decreased in Mariupol area. The enemy violated ceasefire in 3 spots: Krasnogorovka, Marinka and Shirokine. Despite some de-escalation, the occupants used heavy weapons. These are mortars and 152 mm cannons. 2/4 of shellings were during dark hours and also during sunset. And because of aggressive actions of the enemy in Marinka, 2 schools were damaged. School number 1, 42 windows were damaged. Despite this, the school continues to operate and 157 children attend the school. On the whole, during the last 24 hours in the Mariupol area, there were 8 enemy shellings, including 6 with the use of heavy weapons. During the last 24 hours, no Ukrainian serviceman was killed, but 6 servicemen were wounded. This happened in the region of Avdiivka in the course of shelling delivered by the enemy. Also confirmed losses of the enemy: 2 occupants killed and 3 wounded. These losses were sustained by the militants' 2nd and 100th Brigade of Russian Occupation Forces. Police officers in Rubizhne, in Luganshina, detained a man who sold cartridges. A local resident called police and informed them about this. The detained tried to sell Kalashnikov gun cartridges, 60 of them. So in Slavyansk, in the region of Donetchina, law enforcers detained local resident who tried to get rid of under-barrel grenade launcher shell. And also in Kramatorsk, police stopped a man who had two RGD-5 grenades in his pockets. These grenades were without fuses. And in Selidova, they found also F1 and 2 smoke blocks and the cold weapons. The National Guard officers, defenders of South Ukrainian nuclear power plant, passed tests in battle and special training. Last week, they passed tests in tactical and humanitarian training, also knowledge of theory. Also they passed firing tests and also physical and tests and defense from mass destruction weapons tests. And also in Kryvyi Rih, National Guardsmen underwent field training. They had some exercises in order to be trained how to repel the enemy in case it advances. There is no question. Thank you. And the next event is at 1 p.m.